Welcome to Morocco.
Les pâtes, la monnaie.
Money?
Ah oui.
There you go.
Ah.
What? More?
Ah, les pâtes, l'argent.
Old
Ton
fortress.
téléphone, il y a des voleurs, mon ami, il y a des voleurs.
Ah oui? Good morning, my friends. Salam alaikum from Morocco's biggest and most dangerous city. I've just had a coffee here to start the day at the ISIS Cafe. Morocco's most dangerous city apparently, and we've already found the ISIS Cafe. What a start. So, let's go and see, let's check out Casablanca, Morocco's biggest city. Let's see what it's like. Yalla. Look at the streets here of Casablanca. Looks a lot like France, to be honest. Reminds me of some French city.
Ton téléphone, il y a des voleurs, mon ami, il y a des voleurs.
Ah oui? Okay. Right guys, behind me, the impressive building behind me is the biggest mosque of Morocco, the Hassan II Mosque. It is the second biggest mosque in Africa and one of the biggest in the Arab world. And we are still in the same country as Marrakesh, but it feels totally different here. Marrakesh is like the romantic, touristy version of Morocco, the antique, historic version of Morocco, the traditional version of it. But this here is pretty different. Not many tourists around here. And if they are in this city, if there's tourists in this city, they probably are all going to hang out around here. And there's a lot of wind here, because it's right next to the sea, to the Atlantic Ocean. Check it out, you can see here in the distance. It's my last day also in Morocco, and we're in the country's biggest city. And if you take Egypt away, then it's even the biggest city in North Africa. Right guys, I've fulfilled my tourist duties, took all of my pictures, and yeah, it's time to head out of here, out of Casablanca's most famous and probably only famous popular tourist attraction. Right across the mosque, the Hassan II Mosque here in Casablanca, is the riverside, or the beach side, yeah, residences of the rich people of Casablanca, or the rich Moroccans from all over the world. Check it out. These apartments up here are up there with the most expensive in all of Casablanca. The iconic mosque, run-down buildings, run-down, destroyed buildings where probably still some people live, and then you've got this, the fancy side of Morocco. Probably home to more expats than people from Casablanca, I reckon. Behind me guys is the Bank of Africa. Something we haven't seen yet on this channel. We're in Africa. The Bank of Africa, BMCE group. And here we can see what I've told you in the last video about the script. On top it says Bank of Africa in Arabic, and underneath that, yeah, almost Greek looking script, that is Berber, the minority, the biggest minority here in Morocco. Far more immigrants here than in Marrakesh. In Marrakesh it's mostly tourists from all over the world, from Europe basically, and Arab and Berber Moroccans, but here you've got people from all over Africa. You've got many immigrants here from West Africa that come to Casablanca because obviously for financial reasons, because the salaries are better, there's more jobs here in Casablanca. It's one of the wealthiest cities in all of Africa. If it wasn't for the Arab writing on some stores like this one, then you'd honestly think that you're in Europe or America. And I'm a bit wary with the camera here because, because people here aren't as camera friendly as in Latin America. There's not many places in the world where people are as camera friendly, as open to the camera as in Latin America. I think there ain't no place in the world where that is. Maybe Asia, who knows? Still not been there. But here it's different story. Because when I walk around here, I don't get these friendly looks, you know, these come and film me looks. They look angrily at me and like, don't film me and stuff. In Marrakesh I got told off immediately when I got into the mall that I should stop filming. Hasn't happened yet so far here in this mall. Right guys, yet again I've been told to stop filming. Just like in Marrakesh, in my last tape, like someone came from behind and told me to stop filming. Let's get out of this mall. And right here we can see the port of Casablanca. Haven't shown it to you guys yet. Check it out. It's Morocco's third biggest port after Port Said and Tajine, right on the border of Spain and Morocco, basically, right across Spain. But one of Africa's and Morocco's most important ports. But yeah, I just can't get over the fact why inside shopping malls Moroccans are just so anti-filming. I mean, it's the same as in Marrakesh. People don't want to show their developed Western fancy sides. Pretty strange. Pretty tough to make content in this country, to be fair. But yeah, that's how it is. Not Latin America everywhere. All in all, guys, compared to Marrakesh, I've got the impression that here in Casablanca people are also a bit less friendly. I don't know. It's obviously less touristy than Marrakesh. It's rougher. And some Moroccans also told me that here in Casablanca it's rougher. People are a bit, colder. It's a big city vibe. And they're not so used to tourists around here, or to foreigners, because, in Marrakesh, I never got like really strange looks or angry looks, but here, I get why people say that it's a bit more of a sketchier place, you know? I think that's the Wydad Casablanca Ultras or something. Casablanca has two famous football clubs, Wydad and Raja. Raja are green, Wydad are red. I think these are the Wydad Ultras. But check out this square. Looks pretty rough. And we're now approaching the old town of Casablanca. So let's see what the old town of Morocco's biggest city looks like. The old Medina part of Casablanca. How it compares to Marrakesh. Is it as romantic and as authentic as Marrakesh, or is it a bit rougher? I think we've really made it to the Wydad Casablanca part of town. It's full of Wydad graffiti here, check it out. WAC, AC Wydad. Up there with the toughest ultra groups in football. We've met some very friendly local Casablancan ladies here.
Welcome to Morocco!
Dirba al Maghrib, Dirba al Maghrib.
Thank you.
You know, guys, That red beard can do anything, everywhere in the world. Even risen up here in the streets of Casablanca. The streets of Casablanca's old Medina. And yet again a man holding his hands for his face there, man. I don't get it, why people are so camera shy. Some people here are the loveliest in the world and others, I don't know. It's a strange atmosphere, strange vibe. But obviously not as well maintained for the mass tourism as those in Marrakesh. Voila, yeah. Salama. Luxembourg. Luxembourg. That or Raja too?
No,
Without, okay. Ah yeah, everything is without here.
Yes.
Everything is without. Okay, without Casablanca. One thing though that Marrakesh and Casablanca have in common is the street cars, check it out. Tons of street cars around here. This country is full of cats. More cats than people in this country. This is Tajine, which we've already had in Marrakesh. Now off camera, I've had quite a dodgy situation because I walked past the street corner. There were some people, all with shades on, selling what Morocco is also very famous for. That is sold in Europe, all over Europe, comes from mafia groups from this city. Because the Moroccan Mafia is obviously present all over Europe, in Spain, Italy, the Netherlands, France, and they operate from here, from the streets of Casablanca. But one thing which you cannot say about Morocco is the service. The service is top notch, man. I've just ordered my tagine, my chicken tagine, got it half a minute later, and it's good, it's tasty, man, it's fresh. It's a lot better than the one I've had in Marrakesh, honestly. Moroccan food, top notch, makes me want to come back to Morocco. Just for the food. Some spicy sauce here, amazing meal. Tagine poulet, when you come to Morocco, make sure to get some of this. And I want to know what this cost. What do you think it cost? $5? $6? $4? Nah. Costs €2.50, which is like, not even $3. Crazy, man. Look at this. €2.50 for this. 25 dirham. Amazing. And now we've reached the traditional market, probably like fake market of Casablanca. The giant market. Another present in any Arab or Moroccan city, I reckon. Check it out. Loads of alleys here. Loads of different alleys. Football shirts. Here you've got a jersey of Wydad Casablanca, which everyone is supporting here. Some Moroccan national team shirts. Pretty stylish, to be fair. And then your usual suspects. The Chelsea, of course. Real Madrid, Barca, Palestine. Wow. A lot less crowded and crazier than the ones of Marrakesh, obviously. Salama. And most people here are super friendly, but many don't like the camera. Salama. Most people here speak French. Not everyone speaks French here in Morocco, but many people still do, and that's why many people from the francophone west side of Africa, from these countries like Ivory Coast, Senegal, and so on, Burkina Faso, they come here to Morocco to work. Yeah, because Morocco offers them a better future. Look at all these shoes. This ancient gate right here, still to this day, marks the border between the old part of town and the modern new part of town here in Casablanca. So let's leave. Goodbye. Yeah, market, old ancient area of Casablanca. And hello, we're now going to pass the border. Hello, modern Casablanca. It looks a lot, like a Western or French city, to be fair. Check it out. You've got Société Générale there, a French bank. Then you've got Groupe BNP Paribas, a Western European bank. Yeah. I mean, if you just saw this here, this street, you wouldn't even think that you're in an Arab country. It's pretty modernized, westernized. And the traffic here is flipping crazy. I wouldn't like to drive here. In Marrakesh it felt like, yeah, being in a Disney movie or something, you know? Like going back in time. But here, it's pretty globalized. Beautiful Hotel Excelsior. Man, I think this hotel definitely needs some refurbishing. I don't think it's still in business, to be fair. One thing you have to say though about Casablanca, it is still in construction, you know? They want to transform Casablanca into a kind of Dubai of Morocco, into a Dubai of North Africa. And looking at the tram station here, the tram tracks, you know? Looks pretty modern. The tram just passed by, looks flipping modern as well. If you look at that side, there you've got the super modern and fancy Hyatt Regency Hotel. Then a pretty modern train station. Looks pretty nice on that side. But then just across, you've got this. Like, old buildings that are falling apart. Construction sites, basically. Here again. And I'm getting kind of funny looks walking around here with the camera. Well, yeah, we don't care. We don't care, so I'll stay here. Tomorrow I'm off. So, yeah. Pretty modern city, Casablanca. But honestly, I get why not many tourists come here. It's just not too much to do. Don't know what that building is. It's written in Arabic. And as you might know, I cannot read Arabic. This place here, this beautiful square, is called Mohammed V Square. Or, as they would say in Arabic, Mohammed V Square. Must be frustrating for all the people of Casablanca to never have any tourists in their city. I mean, the entire country is full of tourists, like Marrakesh obviously, Fes, then the desert region, the Tajine, the north of the country, Agadir. There's so many tourist hotspots in Morocco. It's pretty interesting though. Everyone is ignoring the camera. When I'm in Latin America and I'm walking around like this with the camera, holding the camera in my hands, recording, people are waving to the camera, people want to come and say something. But here it's a bit strange, you know. Here people are really like defensive when I'm walking around with the camera. The pigeons here want to be on camera, but yeah, look at this. Look at this army of pigeons. Look at this flock of pigeons, man. How is that even possible? Casablanca is a nice place. And when you come to Morocco, I reckon that there's better places to visit. Yeah, Casablanca, I don't know. For the fact that it's the biggest city in the country and one of the biggest in Africa and in the Arab world, there's not so much to do here. There's a lot more to do in Marrakesh than here. And here we can see some Moroccan girls play football. That's probably not the case in every Muslim country. Surely not the case in Saudi Arabia or Iran. The future stars of women's football of Morocco. Wow guys, check out this amazing park here in Casablanca. The Arab League of Legends Park. Check it out. Wow. Now that's something, that's a wrap. That's where the locals, as you can see, are coming to do their jogging, are coming for their daily jog. their daily run. Wow. All walking their dogs. What's that in? The Arab League of Legends Park. Nice place. When you see palm trees, it's always a nice place. This is the sacred white cathedral of Casablanca. The biggest cathedral and church in all of Morocco. Are there many Christians in Morocco? Well, technically not, because nearly all of Morocco's population is either Muslim or Jewish. There's many Jews in Morocco, and obviously the large majority of people here are Muslims, which is well known. But especially here in Casablanca, there's loads of churches. Many West Africans, Senegalese, Ivorians, they are Christians and migrate here to Casablanca, and which is why these churches, built by the French obviously when the French were here, are still in use.
Les pâtes, l'or, les pâtes, la monnaie.
Money?
Ah oui.
Pour manger, pas pour drogue.
Pas pour drogue.
This man wants some money for food. There you go.
Ah.
What? More?
Ah,
Tu peux acheter du pain avec ça, tu peux acheter des fruits avec ça.
oui, oui. Welcome.
Shukran.
Thank you.
I hope,
yeah.
I hope you're gonna buy meal.
Oui,
You're gonna
oui.
buy food and no alcohol.
Les pâtes, l'argent.
Okay.
Okay.
No money in Morocco, he says. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Parler français beaucoup international.
Inshallah. Right, guys. We've met the craziest man of Casablanca. Right, guys. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for here for this little exploration and adventure of Morocco. I haven't had many days here in this country, and I have to say that all in all, I have been pleasantly surprised by Morocco as a country. I've only seen Marrakesh and Casablanca, and God knows when, but at some point in my life I will be back. Maybe not in Casablanca, but in other places in Morocco for sure I'll be back. God knows when, but surely at some point. Hi, salama. And yeah, guys, that's it. Shukran for watching, and see you guys in the next video from wherever it may be and whenever it may be. Hasta luego, amigos. See you in a bit. And he wasn't even happy. Me and my mate gave him like a fortune. We gave him a month Moroccan salary in coins, and he wasn't happy. What's going on?